Hello and welcome to Long Beaching with Mo. In the studio today, you have heard the sounds of Spiral Massive, and here they are. Hello, Spiral Massive.
Hello.
Hello.
Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Rob, and I am...
what do you do in the band?
What do I do? We actually both do quite a bit of this a similar thing. We both produce, we both come up with the arrangement, we both come up with the sounds. The only real difference is I write the drum, I do drum programming and do the drum stuff, and he does the bass.
And this is?
My name is Josh, and I do keyboards, bass, help write all the songs, help produce all the songs.
Okay, you have caused quite a stir with a particular song, and that particular song is Cut It Up.
Yes.
And it's been heard around. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, the song contains over 200 samples of a very familiar person's voice.
And you will be playing it later today in the show.
We're going to play it tonight.
Yeah.
And it's stirring up a little bit of controversy, we've heard.
Yes.
And we recorded some speeches that a certain public figure gave, and we took the liberty of manipulating some of the things that he's saying.
Of cutting it up.
Of cutting it up.
Indeed.
Right.
Yes.
And that's where I'm sure that came from. You know, did you sit there and go, now then, what should we call this song?
Yeah, that's right.
And who came up with it? Cut It Up.
Rob came up with it.
But yeah, pretty obvious.
Okay. You know what I'm going to have to do? I mean, I lost my lava lamps. I cannot find my lava lamps. May they rest in peace. And I'm thinking, hey, it's going to be so glum in the studio today, but Spiral Massive. Now, are you Spiral Massive or a Spiral Massive?
Actually,
The Spiral Massive.
Yes.
So, the Spiral Massive. They brought in their light, but I'm going to turn it off right now because I want the focus to be on you guys, okay? But it was kind of nice to open up with. Thank you for bringing it in. You must have known.
No problem.
There was this mental telepathy going that,
yes.
you know, I lost the lava lamps.
We knew you were going to forget it, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Thank you for bringing that in. And now, with Cut It Up, well, you have a CD out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the CD called?
The CD is called Circular Architecture.
Yes.
And it's got 13 songs on it. Mm-hmm. And...
If people
like
want
you said, all different kinds of sounds, quite a big variety, all within the electronic,
electronica sound.
Right. Exactly.
Now, would you call your music electronica trance, or how would you describe your music, or is there no description for it? What would you say?
Well, I think we try to accomplish a couple different things. We have, I think, a couple songs that fall under the trance genre, and then a couple that fall under the breakbeat genre. But we try to really bring some different musical worlds together, where we have like there's a certain ambient aspect to it, right. And then also there's a sampledelic aspect to it, where we try to do a lot of vocal samples and play with a lot of audio atmospheric elements, and try to, overall to create a really unique experience for the listener.
I think the idea of us collaborating is that we had a lot of different interests in, I like almost every different kind of music except really kind of twangy country or something like that. Like I like so much every genre of music, and the idea between the both of us, we like so many different things, and so the sound that we came up with is just inevitably going to go all these different directions, and that we purposely go there.
How long have you been doing this for?
A few years. I think over a few years now.
Yeah.
Rob started producing music a few years before I came onto the scene. We were roommates a long time ago in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And
I think since 2003, maybe.
Great.
Yeah.
And if people want to buy your CD, how do they go about that?
There's actually a site that just came out within the last year that's trying to compete with iTunes.com for legal music downloads.
Yes.
And that's called burnlounge.com.
Okay.
And that is it's a pretty cool site, and I don't know how we ended up. A guy came to one of our gigs.
A promoter or some guy who reps. Yeah, he reps Burn Lounge, and he came and liked our stuff.
Yeah.
But it's an international music downloading website.
Right.
And they have all huge like artist titles, like whether it's like Coldplay or Metallica or whatever. But
yeah, all the big people are already totally in that system, and it's actually I think a little bit In my opinion, I think it's a little bit cooler than iTunes because I think they try to actually get unsigned bands, and just anybody can really get on the system and sell their stuff for 99 cents a song.
There you go.
So
and
cool.
also, I play you on the show out of Cerritos College in Norwalk.
Thank you.
On Tuesdays from 4 till 5, which is midnight in England, and apparently people in India listen. There's a whole bunch of people listening, which is great. And I've been playing I've been actually getting a lot of requests for your music.
That's great.
So that's
good
really
stuff.
good. So that's WPMD.org, and I hope you'll do a phone-in interview one day when I play you.
I wanted to do that one day. My voice was completely hoarse, so I didn't call in. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
we can do that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, I'm getting the wind-up sign right now because we want 10 minutes of your music at least. I thank you, Rob, for coming in. I thank you, Josh, for coming in.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you very much.
And let's listen to your music.
Okay.
Alrighty.
The Spiral Massive.
Dream, dream. like a puppet. My administration has serious problems that will grow worse with time. Year after year, Americans are burdened by an archaic, incoherent command structure. Our nation's most powerful myth is being destroyed. Peace. Here's how the idea works. Fear, violence, murder, war. All these ideas are on the table. I will ask Congress for $350 million to spread fear. We'll be implementing a missile defense system relatively quickly. The values of our country. We must undermine them. It is time for terror, fear, murder, hatred, violence, and chief among them, war. Justice is distorted and will continue to attack it. We will pass along to our children all the hatred. We will pass along to our children all the fear. We will pass along to our children all the aggressive, ambitious, archaic values. We will leave them in America that is incoherent. We will leave them in America that is outdated. In the next 4 years, fear, hatred, violence, murder, terror, war.
Human activities are drearily predictable. It should now be obvious that what you call a reality is a function of these precisely predictable because pre-recorded human activities. Now, what could allow a pre-recorded reality, a random factor, a random factor, a random factor.
We send mixed signals, we send mixed signals. Mixed messages send mixed messages. If you send mixed messages. We spent $3.1 billion to send mixed signals, we send mixed signals. Mixed messages send mixed messages. If you send mixed messages. Of course we're after Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden. Of course we're after Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden. We have to do right 100% of the time. And it's hard work. There must be certainty from the U.S. President. Of course, we change tactics when need to. There must be certainty from the U.S. President. He changes positions. I see on the TV screens how hard it is. I just know how this world works. We're doing our duty. He changes positions. Because marriage is a sacred institution, it should not be redefined by government criminals. So I got my husband, and we all came out, and voted together. Because criminal power is the foundation of society, government must have benefits for wealthy criminals. Right now, a set portion of the money you earn is taken out of your paycheck to pay criminal forces. And the government war. We have to move ahead with fear. We have to move ahead with war. We have to move ahead with terror. We have to move ahead with murder. Corporate criminals punish women and minorities. Corporate criminals punish young school kids. Corporate criminals take advantage of taxpayer dollars. Corporate criminals reject human dignity to renew the values that sustain tyranny in our world. We must continue to fear. We must continue to murder. We must guarantee there is violence. We must guarantee there is war. Our aim is to build and preserve a criminal command structure with the ultimate goal of the corporate fascism in the Middle East and beyond, 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 and beyond. Year after year, Americans are burdened by archaic, outdated political situation to spread the peace. Activists must overturn the will of my administration. America must punish our intelligence agencies. America must punish corporate criminals. Peace will only be achieved by eliminating the tools. The Patriot Act is a grave threat. The Patriot Act is totally absurd. The Patriot Act, it's a big mistake to do that. The Patriot Act, I don't think it'll work. Activists must break old patterns of violence and failure. Activists must reject tyranny in our world. The only force powerful enough to spread the peace. Alternative activist sound technology. Do not let anyone mislead you. Activists change the world, change the world, change the world, change the world.